Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midweek Minutes. This past Sunday, Pastor Mike posed a question. What's the matter? We continued our study in the book of Philippians, and the passage was Philippians 1, verses 7 to 11. And in this passage, the Apostle Paul is writing to the Philippian church and really pouring out his heart. Let's hear what he has to say. It is right that I should feel as I do about all of you, for you have a very special place in my heart. We have shared together the blessings of God, both when I was in prison and when I was out, defending the truth and telling others the good news. God knows how much I love you and long for you with tender compassion of Christ. I pray that your love for each other will overflow more and more, and that you will keep on growing in knowledge and understanding. For I want you to understand what really matters, so that you may live pure and blameless lives until Christ returns. May you always be filled with the fruit of your salvation, those good things that are produced in your life by Jesus Christ, for this will bring much glory and praise to God. What's the matter? You know, in our busy lives, we can often get caught up in the many things that we believe matter. But when it's all said and done, they don't matter. You know, years ago, there was a catchphrase that went a little something like this: it doesn't matter. But the Apostle Paul outlined some things that really matter. And Pastor Mike broke them down this way. These are 4 things. Defending the truth. Now, we're all called to some form of Christian apologetics, but that may be as simple as taking a stand for your faith. Sharing the good news. We're to tell others. We're called to be those who help reconcile people to God. So we have to share the good news. That matters. Number 3, loving more and more. You know, it breaks my heart when I see so many Christians who return hate with hate. We're to overcome evil with good. We're to be loving, and we're to be growing in that more and more. And finally, we'll also be growing in the knowledge and understanding of God and what matters to Him. You know, it's been said that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And the heart of the message was the second point. And it goes like this: the heart that knows Christ hungers for more of Him inside and in the world. Now, I've found that the way to my kids' heart is also through their stomach. They love to eat, and oftentimes they love to eat junk food. The other night we took a dessert run, and they loved it. So they really get down with dessert. They can have dessert for every meal, but they don't always appreciate good, wholesome food. But there is one good, wholesome food that they really love, and it's my jerk salmon. They request it all the time. They love it. Every time it's a hit. And why? Because they've exposed themselves to it, and they've tasted and seen that it's good. In the same way, when we expose ourselves to what matters to God, we hunger and we desire those things. So I encourage you, find out what matters to God. And as you do that, it will become something that matters more and more to you. Remember what we're told in Matthew, that they that hunger and thirst for righteousness shall be filled. So that's what's the matter. I encourage you to keep hungering more and more. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Midweek Minutes. Goodbye for now.